Today I'm talking to you about procrastination and creativity and inspiration and acting on our ideas that we get. If you know me, I get ideas like every day, like every 2 days. I'm like, this would be a good shoot. What about this? This would be a good shoot. This is a great idea. I should do this. I should do this. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs are like that. They're just, their minds are constantly going, constantly wanting to create stuff. But what happens is we get so bogged down on getting these great ideas and getting the rush from the creative side. And what I end up doing is I end up calling my friends, what do you think about this? I start bouncing ideas off of people. And then I feel like I've already accomplished it. And then I don't follow through with it. I don't know if you do the same. Leave me a comment below. I want to start a discussion here about this. But something happened in December. I was pregnant with my 5th child, and on December 21st, I wrote in this like secret photography forum that I'm in with these amazing photographers that I love so dearly. And I had this idea. It was like 4 in the morning. I said, hey guys, like I start Googling, has anybody ever documented their own labor? Like, has anybody ever taken photographs of themselves, like themselves taking them while they're in labor? Because we had a birth photographer with our 4th child, but this labor was going to be different at a different hospital and different circumstances. And I was just trying to figure out how I was going to get through it because I didn't have a doula or anybody with me. And so I had this idea. I'm like, I'm going to photograph my own labor. Just kind of insane, but I did it and the images turned out great. And I posted one of the images privately, and then I just kind of sat on the images for 6 months. And it's funny because they say that you act out of 2 things, inspiration or desperation. And in July, it turned out that the same night that I had this idea, this like hallucination, this epiphany, whatever it was, another photographer had the same, was actually in labor photographing her own labor on that same day. And I've got documentation of me like writing in the group that I was planning to do this. I had my baby on Christmas Day on the 25th. So when I went back, I realized that she did it actually first, but she also sat on her images for 6 months. Or at least they didn't go viral until the baby was 6 months old. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I missed my chance to post my own images because I've just been procrastinating on them and being preoccupied with, you know, work and my family. And also not wanting to necessarily look at them because they were kind of emotional. So anyhow, it's just funny. I was really upset when I found out that this other person had gone viral, which was like, I wanted to go viral, right? And I posted this photograph of me crying, which was completely sincere. And my friends were like, that's hilarious. So I turned it into this meme and it was just funny. But it made me start thinking that, Michelle, when you get these ideas, you need to follow through and you need to produce. Like, you can have all these great ideas, but unless you act on them, it doesn't mean anything. Like Tony Robbins would say, action or knowledge is not knowledge is not power. Knowledge with action is power, right? You need to actually act on your knowledge and on your inspiration or whatever you're having the thought. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you now about something called the law of diminishing intent. Okay, my card just died, but it was perfect because I had to go and get this piece for you guys. This is a photo my dad took of my mom with his phone, his iPhone, in Hawaii when they were on the beach, and she just passed away a few months ago. So there's this beautiful poem that I really want to share with you. I'm going to leave it in the description box below, but this is going to hit home what this whole video is about. This is the poem. I am standing upon the seashore. A ship at my side spreads her white sails to the moving breeze and starts for the blue ocean. She is an object of beauty and strength. I stand and watch her until at length she hangs like a speck of white cloud just where the sea and sky come to mingle with each other. Then someone at my side says, there she is gone. Gone where? Gone from my sight, that is all. She is just as large in mast, hull, and spar as she was when she left my side. and she is just as able to bear her load of living freight to her destined port. Her diminished size is in me, not in her. And just at the moment when someone says, there, she is gone, there are other eyes watching her coming and other voices ready to take up the glad shout, here she comes. So I'm really so grateful to share this poem with you because I think it really hits home the law of diminishing intent, as well as being an incredible reflection on life after death. But when we get these ideas, when we get these creative ideas, people, please hear me, we need to act. We need to act on our ideas. And I've had ideas where I have come, you know, weeks, days, months, years later, and seen somebody that has produced a piece that is so similar to what I've envisioned in my own mind, or I've said an idea to somebody and then somebody comes up with that idea and I think to myself, is this just a coincidence? Like, how can it be that I just had this idea and I've got like written documentation, or I've got something sketched out and I look and somebody has created it, but it wasn't me that created it because I procrastinated on it, or I sat on my idea, or I didn't have the tools, or I thought it wasn't good enough. One of my mentors, Alex Speed, and she says, done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. You need to put your stuff out there. If you're getting the inspiration, you need to act on it, because just like the ship doesn't just dissipate. The idea doesn't just go away. The idea will go to another person if you do not act on it. The idea will just be like the boat that is by your side, and it's this huge, beautiful boat in large in mast, hull, and spar, and then it goes away like a white speck on the horizon, but somebody else is seeing the idea coming, and they're either going to take it or not. And our ideas are fleeting, and our time is fleeting on this earth, and time is so elastic. So people, when you get that inspiration, when you get that buzz in your gut, you need to act on it, or somebody else will, which is a great idea, which is a great feeling too, that these things are still going to be created. But you do not own your ideas. And in the same way that I really believe that my children are not like my children, that they've come through me, and that I'm here as a guardian to guide them and to help them with their life and their destiny and to inspire them. They're not mine to mold and make how I want. Like, I don't own them, and we don't own our ideas. So when we get these inspirations, we need to be grateful. Number one, we need to write them down, because my granddad would say, not very good with quotes today, would say a short pencil is better than a long memory. So write down your ideas, and then you need to act on them and not procrastinate anymore. All you beautiful creators, entrepreneurs, artists creating something in the world, bless you all. We're all in this together. We're all one big team. We're all one big race. We're the human race, and we're just raising the vibrations of the planet together with our ideas. So I always say, like, hashtag community over competition. And birth photographer that posted before me, your images are flippin' amazing. They're so beautiful and so stunning, and such a beautiful heirloom, and I'm really happy for you. But just mad at myself that I just procrastinated and didn't get my stuff up, right? So this video is not about like jealousy or anything like that. It's just about my journey in awareness of my own habits of procrastination and how it's bit me in the ass more than once. And I just hope that this inspires one person to just say that they've had this idea and it's been mulling around, and that today they're just like, I'm going to do it. Because you know what? If you don't do it, someone else is going to do it. So do it today. Take a step. If you don't know how to do something, you don't, there's always an excuse, like, oh, I don't have the money, or I don't have a makeup artist, or I don't have the Photoshop skills, or I don't have this or that. Find someone that knows how to do it. Put an ad out there, reach out there. You will be amazed if you just put something on your board, in like above your bed or on your fridge or on your phone. But you need to be clear. You need to know where you're going if you want to have a map, and then it will work out. It will work out. Just have faith. Just go for it. Your ideas are good. Create, because life is short, and we leave behind our creations. So it's a beautiful thing to do. Thank you so much.